always keep saying that relationships are complicated in our lives, but sometimes it feels like same relationship keeps showing up in a different phase or a different name or different stories, and it brings the same kind of pain. That can leave you confused and tired and wondering what is wrong with you. As Carl Jung wisely noted, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it as fate. So today's video will help you understand the pattern with kindness, not blame, as you can finally begin choosing differently in your life from relationships point of view. Welcome back to my podcast again. This is talk about life transformations with the power of unconditional self-love. Why does the same hurt, same pain keep finding you? You may meet someone new, feel hope again, and then slowly realize the same wounds are coming back. The distance, the mixed signals, the disappointment, the lack of care, it can feel almost eerie. But this usually does not mean you're broken. It often means something inside you still believes this kind of love is normal. When pain becomes familiar, the heart can mistake familiarity for safety. That is why you may keep choosing people who feel emotionally recognizable even when they are not good for you. The truth is, attraction is not only about chemistry. It is also about what your nervous system knows how to handle. If chaos feels normal, calm may feel strange. If inconsistency feels familiar, steady love may feel too quiet at first. So you keep returning to what your heart already knows, even if it hurts. Your old wounds shape your new choices as well. Many people are not choosing relationships from a cold place. They're choosing from old pain that never fully healed. If you grew up feeling unseen, you may be drawn to people who make you work for attention. If love in your past felt unpredictable, you may unconsciously chase people who are hot and cold because that pattern feels so familiar. This is not about blaming childhood for everything. It is about understanding that your early experiences can train your heart. They can quietly teach you what love is supposed to feel like, even those lessons were incomplete or unhealthy. So as an adult, you may find yourself repeating what once felt normal, even if it now leaves you empty. The good news is that patterns can be interrupted. The moment you see the pattern clearly, you are no longer trapped by it in the same way. Awareness gives you the first real chance to choose differently. Another sign is you may be confusing intensity with love. Rumi wrote, who is an ancient philosopher, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. A lot of people think strongly chemistry means a relationship is right, but sometimes intensity is not love. Sometimes it is anxiety, longing, fear, or emotional instability. A person who keeps you guessing can create a powerful emotional pull, but that pull is not always healthy. It can feel exciting because your body is reacting to uncertainty, not to peace. Real love does not always feel dramatic. But if you have spent a long time around emotional chaos, calm love may feel boring, unfamiliar, or even suspicious. So when someone feels overpowering, you may call it passion. That is because your body has gotten used to that roller coaster. But sometimes what you are really feeling is emotional activation. Learning the difference matters because it can save you from mistaking stress for connection. Biggest spiritual lesson that we get in relationships is some patterns are mirrors. Sometimes the people you attract are not just random. They can act like mirrors, showing you the parts of yourself that still need healing, patience, and love. A painful relationship can reveal where you still doubt your worth. A distant person can show you where you have been chasing love instead of receiving it. This does not mean every connection is meant to stay. It means some connections come to wake you up. They reveal what still hurts, what still needs attention, and what you have outgrown. In that sense, a wrong relationship can still become a teacher. When you look at it spiritually, the lesson is not just about them, it is about you. Remembering who you really are, your own value, your own worth. It is about seeing that your soul is asking for something deeper, calmer, and more truthful, more authentic. The mirror does not punish you, it shows you where healing is needed. Know your self-worth, you will keep attracting wrong and unfulfilling relationships in your life. The kind of love you accept is often connected to how you see yourself. If part of you still believes you need to earn love, you may stay too long with people who give too little. If you do not fully believe you deserve kindness, you may tolerate behavior that hurts you, that disrespects you. And if deep down you think healthy love is for other people, you may keep settling for less than what your heart truly needs. This does not mean you're choosing badly because you're weak. It means your self-image is still healing. People often stay in painful relationships because the pain is so familiar and because they do not yet believe better love is possible for them. That is why self-worth work is so important. It changes what you are willing to accept. When your sense of worth grows, your standards grow too. And then you start developing character. You start developing kindness, compassion, manners. And then you start looking after yourself and you respect yourself from a mind, body, and soul perspective. You stop confusing attention with love then, and you stop choosing people who barely show up. You begin to expect care, honesty, and emotional safety. So that's what happened in my case as well. Because I was going through a lot of challenges in my life, divorce, and then financial challenges, and then job-related challenges, health-related challenges. But slowly we got to understand that all those things in our life, or all those experiences that we got in our lives, those were meant for us, and we got to transform ourselves spiritually. Because spirituality talks about growth, letting go, and acceptance. So it's better to accept the situation the way they are and understand your self-worth, have that clarity on your mind in terms of what kind of relationships do you really want in your life. We keep ignoring the red flags as well because sometimes a wrong relationship is not a mystery, it's not a chemistry. The signs were there early, but you hope they would change. Nobody changes. We cannot fix anyone. This is the lesson number one, because if we are trying to fix someone, we are wasting our energy and time because that person is never guaranteed to be fixed unless that person takes to take accountability in his or her life, to start transforming, start changing. You saw the inconsistency, the excuses, the disrespect, the emotional distance, but you kept going because you wanted the connection to work. And that's what happens. Hope is not the problem. Ignoring what you already know is. Many people stay because they're attached to the person they want someone to become. They fall in love with potential instead of reality. But love cannot survive on potential alone. It has to be built on what is true, what is authentic now. If you keep explaining away bad behavior, you may be helping the wrong relationships grow. Learning to trust your intuition is a big part of healing. Often your body knows before your mind wants to admit it. That uneasy feeling is not always fear. Sometimes it's wisdom. Have that fear as well of being alone, and we can keep attracting wrong people just because of the same reason. Stoic wisdom reminds us, he who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive. One of the biggest reasons people keep attracting or staying with the wrong relationships is fear. Fear of loneliness, fear of starting over, fear of not being chosen, fear that this might be the best it gets. When that fear is strong, it can make almost any relationship feel better than no relationship at all. But staying with the wrong person to avoid being alone often creates a deeper loneliness. You may be with the person and still feel unseen. You may have company and still feel emotionally abandoned. that kind of loneliness can hurt even more because it happens inside a relationship that is supposed to be safe. Learning to be alone without feeling empty is powerful. It teaches your heart that peace is possible without chasing someone who is not right for you. And once you stop fearing solitude, you stop giving your power away just to keep a connection alive. The acts of self love is to choose your relationships differently. The moment you choose differently, you begin writing a new story. You stop repeating what hurt you and start building what heals you. You stop calling pain as chemistry and start calling peace as love. That is not a small shift. It changes everything. Choosing differently may mean walking away sooner. It may mean saying no to people who are not ready. It may mean waiting for someone who matches your emotional depth instead of settling for less. Whatever it looks like, it will ask you to trust yourself more than you trust old habits. And that is the heart of healing. Not finding the perfect person first, becoming a person who knows what love should feel like and who refuses to confuse wounds with destiny. Message for everyone who really wants a right relationship in their lives. All men and women should start respecting themselves first, with less gossip and more peace, practicing acceptance and release control. Respect your energy to avoid any complaint, blame, and shame by pouring kindness and compassion, and take accountability for everything from a mind, body, and soul perspective. And that's how everything will eventually come to you, because what you are is what you're gonna get. Keep attracting the wrong relationships when old pain, fear, and low self-worth keep guiding your choices. But once you see the pattern clearly, you can begin to change it. You can stop confusing intensity with love. You can stop ignoring red flags. You can stop choosing from fear instead of truth. The right relationship does not require you to shrink, chase, or abandon yourself. It feels safe, steady, and mutual, and helps you to grow. And the more you heal, the more naturally you will begin to recognize that kind of love. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. The links are there in the description column below. Also, I'm starting 1 hour of free counseling session with people, which comes with the wisdom of meditation that I learned in my life, which complemented me on this journey of unconditional self-love. The calendar link is there in the description column, and you can, whenever you book an appointment, I will get a notification on your email, and that's how I can get in touch with you. My only purpose to start that is to help people to understand what their soul correction is in order to become the most authentic version of themselves. This is Sunny, signing off. Take care.